What is going on, YouTube? We are here with Charlie Murder, and yeah, I'm currently live streaming on Twitch, live streaming on YouTube as well, but won't be probably by the time this video gets uploaded. Yeah, we're doing Charlie Murder. We're gonna be starting a new character, but there's some things I gotta do before we actually start. But I wanted to start the recording this time to make sure I didn't forget to start recording before playing the game like I did with Portal. So, yeah, it looks like everything looks good, so let's get going. I do need to run up some Charlie first. I mean, it seems like the game is in good audio. If anything, it's a little quiet. Need to run up the twin scene lords. My God. Oh, this guy. He's about to get... He just got obliterated. It's still going. These two will counteract each other, and... Ah, what? Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I should have enough ability to smack these guys. I don't know how the game isn't loud enough. I don't want it to be too quiet in editing, but I can always turn it down if that's the case. I'm sure someone will let me know if it's too loud or too quiet on stream, and I'm throwing. I can actually... YouTube is kind of all over the place. Those guys just got smacked. Yeah, I need the Yetis. Holy flashbang. The Yetis are alright. I don't think they're the best character design, but I think they have cool abilities. The ice abilities are definitely interesting. Okay, now that I got them. I need to run into chaos. And get the vampires. Go to Fart Street. Get over here, potato. What he probably has is under level for what I have. I shit y'all nut for anyone who plays or has played Charlie Murder. To get Relic 3, which lets me use 5 relics to do the Angel of Chaos battle, to do that in normal mode, I had to go all the way up to like level 30 for Charlie just to unlock it. So I had to go way deeper, and I had to beat the cemetery boss is Charlie. Which I never, ever have to go that far. I think what's funny about the twin scene lords is I can use as much anarchy as I want on them during any of their rotations. Ouch. During any of their rotations, and it doesn't matter. Oh, they're cooked now. Pooped on. Ah! No! Freaking flashbangs with this game. My goodness, bro. My poor eyeballs. The vampires are much cooler characters, and then the characters after this in Total Anarchy mode are fucking fire. Okay, yeah. Now we're starting on your character, but the one thing I want to do, I'm going to be a little bit of a cheater. Since Charlie can't use those now, since he has all of his abilities, just going to give them to him. Look, I earned those tattoo coupons fair and square. Anyone wants to fight over it, you can. I don't give a bleep. I earned that fair and square. Lester's abilities are cool. I think they might be honestly a bit better. In his different variants, because I think his class was a mage, I think, for the regular ones. Evils. So I want to. Okay, okay, this guy's got exploded. I want to observe his anarchy regeneration. Bruh, are you kidding me? Let me check his current stats here in a sec. Okay, I guess I can't. Bro, is this guy serious? Head totem would definitely be... Ah, no, that... Damn it, that's only a Tommy ability. Head totem would be awesome to have with Tommy. For... If he had Lester's move, like, physical moveset, dude, it'd be so nuts. Like, that uppercut is so broken. Because that just creates heads on heads. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, they just want to spam and spam that. Oh, damn. I might want to invest in speed for him. Because he's really slow. And he doesn't get much distance. When I do the... Like the fucking RKO, what it looks like. Or this... Yeah, it looks like an RKO. When I do that, I want to gain speed so I can launch myself into other enemies when I do it. And do almost... artificial shockwave damage. Ooh. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. Move. Oh, hold on. I see no reason to be listening to 2 sets of music when Charlie Murder music is happening. With Portal, there's more so to ambience, while this game is a bit different. Overdrive might be something we can invest in now with that. No headset so far. Ah, I didn't look at his stats. I'm so trash. My sign. Oh, that was a little loud. Okay, let's check his stats now. Okay, Soul Steel is definitely like one of his biggest ones. So I think the ones I want first are definitely gonna be Soul Steel, Counter, and Backpack. So we'll go with Soul Steel first. What are his base stats? It definitely seems like his strength is a bit better than his defense. No, I mean his speed. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 3 Anarchy. Oh, and there's a cog there. Do 1 speed. See, if I decide to do Tommy right, he's another pure like Anarchy build. Charlie is kind of a berserker, so his title is literally berserker. So that would be a strength Anarchy, mostly strength, on top of some defense, with like speed probably being like one of the weaker sides of him. Well, Lester and Tommy are like pure Anarchy dumps. So, and Tommy works more as a support while Lester's a bit more of an offense. So honestly, what I'm going to go for is I'm going to sacrifice defense a little bit and take a bit more on Anarchy and strength, kind of like how I did Charlie, but instead of dumping into defense. But it's hard because I need him to be faster. Because if he's going to be a mage, then obviously he's not going to play too close because he does have projectiles. We already got our Anarchy dump. We got summon speed. It's hard to say because he's not a berserker. So I don't really see the need for strength. But I think that's going to come more at Tommy's expense. I think Tommy has overall better Anarchy. I think Lester has cool abilities that definitely make him a mage, but he's definitely more offense orientated. So I'm going to put strength there. Because Tommy has crowd control abilities, like his multi-blade saw and his saw blades that will bounce enemies off and create distance. While generally you're already at a distance for Lester, and then you close that distance after you knock him on the ground. So I'm going to say mostly dumb Anarchy, a lot more than Charlie. Anarchy is going to be number 1. Strength number 2. I'm going to get speed up to a certain point, then probably abandon it after a while, and then defense. What does the Mithril cog do? Sturdy weapons. Oh, weapons don't break as quick then. Evil. Ooh. Easy. Yeah, given when I get more upgrade points, I'll definitely have a lot more time to think about what build I want to do. Sit on. Gotta get some of these, the goats. Oh no, I'm trash. I just wasted a lot of money. Okay, we got $6. And yeah, honestly, you're never really spending money on those clothing items over there anyway, like at early game, so there. Oh my god, I can get another one. Oh my god, dude, duplication glitch. Dude, that's such a dupe glitch. That actually has to be a dupe glitch. More free stuff. Finally got ourselves a hat. Okay, and it kind of looks poop. First tattoo free? Dude, I get all the tattoos free. I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be our A ability. Then the summon is probably going to be our Y ability. Okay, let's dump some more into Anarchy. Do 2 there. Actually, we'll do another 3. Okay, that's maxed for the level I'm at right now. Do 1 there. 1 there. Drums out. Okay. Okay, I'm trash. That guy's spitting. I love how the minion ain't doing shit. Okay, there we go. Now he's doing it. Pooped on. Easy dubs. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, I got our first gig. What the bleep are they watching on that TV? You know, I'm gonna hope that anything in this game isn't like copyright protected.
I'm in the grave, I'm on a roll at the cemetery. Go, 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 kicking heads, I'm stomping bones at cemetery. Go, 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 in the grave,
Gotta lock in.
cemetery. Go, 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 kicking heads, I'm stomping bones at cemetery.
Lester and Tommy's parts are, I think, the hardest gig parts to do. Lester's being #1 hardest. Oh, yep, that's why. That is exactly why. What? Come on. Alright, let's go see if we can get any more tattoos. No. Grok, grok.
And we're back. I'm your host, Cousin Giovanni. Subject, rock and roll beatdowns, yay or nay. Punk
Hey
rock,
look,
super
it's the
group,
dishwasher.
just had to be revived by people.
Another game we might do, because I do have it.
Collective lives.
I don't have Dead Samurai, I might have to emulate that one. I don't even know if that's on Steam.
Enlighten us with their always colorful opinions. Mark,
I know
you're
the
there
second
with Rock
dishwasher
Rock.
game
Mark,
is.
what do you think?
Is Yuki up there? Oh yeah, there's Yuki. Yuki's right there. Is she anywhere else? Oh yeah,
So can you
there's
tell
Yuki
us
as well. I think that's her name. Yuki's fucking fire character. Absolutely fire. She's evil.
Sure there is a lot. Okay, thank
Evil's
you, first
bleep.
caller. You know what? We're talking about Charlie Murder. Let's play some. Here we have Charlie
Murder with When I Saved the World.
You're listening to WGRQ. Rock rock.
I wish When I Saved the World would like come on in the game normally rather than like just like in the tattoo shop, because that means you gotta sit there for like 8 centuries. Like, dude, I want to hear the gig. I want to hear one of the gigs be When I Saved the World. They should have made it one of them. Like, I don't know why they didn't. That's such a tragedy that they didn't make When I Saved the World. That guy's so trash. Okay, this guy. Idiot. Poopy on. Let's go. Do I have stasis? No. Not nice. Ah! Pooped on. All these guys are so trash. One of the things I absolutely wish for this game was I wish Ska Studios, which they're in a great studio, don't get me wrong, but I wish they didn't abandon this port. So I just want to point out in editing that the port for Charlie Murder was not handled by Ska Studios, and probably even the port for Vampire Smile wasn't either. It was outsourced to a different indie porter who used an open source multi-platform to get it onto Steam. And they did want it to be on Steam, but never released it on Steam during Xbox 360 days. And I want to mention that before this whole next portion, so you can probably disregard it because I didn't know this information at the time. But I still feel strongly that something else for multiplayer could have been figured out when the port was in process, because multiplayer is a very big part of this game. But now I'll let the video continue. Order the game because they ported it onto Steam and even gave it multiplayer, but the netcode is so bad. Excuse me. The netcode is so unbelievably bad. Like, it makes playing multiplayer like virtually oh, that guy's so trash. It makes playing multiplayer virtually impossible. Not nice. Yeah, it makes playing multiplayer virtually impossible, where essentially there's ways to get around the bad netcode in some forms, But like, say for example, when you're transitioning screens, right, and loading into the next area, what you have to do is you have to have everyone who isn't the host run forward, and you literally have to like get into a sprint and then run, and then the host has to follow after pretty quickly. And that's not even the worst of it. Like in the flying areas where you have to shoot and fly and shoot guns at like bosses and stuff, those areas are basically impossible. Like the lag is so unbelievably horrendous. What the bleeping thing? And going back to what I was saying, I wish Scuzz Studios would have just kept the netcode going. I'm almost sure it would probably be maybe like somewhat of an expensive endeavor, but in all honesty, I feel this is what I've observed over the years, but I feel like this game is what really put them on the map. Like, I feel like this game is what put them on the map from going to a small niche studio to a studio many would know over time. And like, even like on Xbox 360 when this game came out in 2013, 2012. Holy crap. Like, this game was advertised on the front page when it was just a demo and a trailer. That's how I learned about it back on Xbox 360. And like, even like if you look at some of their Twitter posts from their Twitter, or maybe even Instagram, I don't know about Instagram, but like on their Twitter posts, even talking about like their Souls-like games, Salt and Sanctuary and Salt and Sacrifice, people are still mentioning Charlie Murder, how they want a remaster or a second Charlie Murder, because I don't doubt that their new games are good, and I'm pretty sure they're working on something currently. But to leave behind, sorry to interrupt again. In all honesty, I don't feel like they fully left it behind, but I feel like it was partially abandoned. So much so that people from the community are going through processes to actually have a working multiplayer. Because even in the local game screen, they have 4 players. Like, there's like 20 different characters. And even in the multiplayer, it's like you can have up to 4 people. This game was meant to be played as multiplayer. Solo's fun, but this was meant to be a multiplayer game. And for the netcode to work hardly at all is an absolute tragedy. The game that puts you on, that I feel, I want to say that, I don't want to like offend a studio I like by saying something. I don't know. My opinion is that this game is what really like seriously put them on the map for being a well-known studio at time, because people like Dishwasher enough to you know, want more games that look like this, and this game really does look like the Dishwasher. But the difference between this and the Dishwasher is that Dishwasher is hack and slash all the way, hardcore hack and slash, while this game is a side-scroller beat-em-up. And both are really good games. I played the second Dishwasher game. I want to play the first one, and I played the crap out of this. 400 hours on Steam, and probably a crap ton on Xbox way back when as well. But I just wish they wouldn't have left this game in the dust, because especially when porting it to Steam, because I'm sure many people bought it, and there are some reviews out there where people complained that they bought this to play with their friends, which, don't get me wrong, this goes back to what I was saying in my last stream about, you know, people making reviews, not even just reviewers, people making reviews about things that are so, like, little. Like, someone gave a negative review on Charlie Murder because they said they got it to play with friends. And then, you know, since multiplayer netcode is so bad, they can't really do that. Which is fine, but that's no grounds to leave a complete negative review. It's like you didn't even look at anything else in the game. Like, beyond the multiplayer issues, the game is absolutely phenomenal. And leaving a negative review just because you couldn't play multiplayer is like, you may as well leave 1,000 different other reviews on games that don't have long-lasting netcode or something like that anymore. Because if that's what you classify as a negative review by just, you know, calling the multiplayer bad and not looking at anything else in the game, I'm sorry, but your opinion is fucking garbage. Like, it's exactly going back to what I was saying yesterday. Is if you're just gonna hate on a game because one thing that you can essentially get around, I mean, I really wish the multiplayer did work, but it's like on sale, it's a $5 game, and retail, it's a $10 game. And if you're going apeshit over the multiplayer not working on a decade old plus game, and the multiplayer does work, but the netcode is really bad. There are some games where the netcode doesn't work, period. And I feel like that giving an entire negative review based off the multiplayer not working is simply not grounds to leave a negative review. And I'm not going to be the guy to be like, oh, I'm this, you know, I don't remember what the saying is, end all be all, you know, for opinions on how reviews should be. But come on, like, any average person can't go and try and tell me that leaving a hating on the multiplayer netcode not working very well, not even not working at all, and leaving an entire negative review just based on that. Like, he didn't even mention anything in the game, like, by the actual gameplay. You can't tell me that's grounds for leaving a negative review. Like, that's a bad take. That's an awful take. And I think you shouldn't be leaving an entire negative review just based on one thing in the game. And he didn't even fully explain why the multiplayer was bad. It's like he didn't say, like, even if you don't know what netcode is, it's like you could just explain what happens when you try and do multiplayer. It's not that it doesn't work at all. It's just really hard to get around. So it's not exactly worth trying. But that's all the more is, I think people just, it all comes down to some people just having really trash ass takes. And honestly should just like keep their opinion to themselves. Because the thing is, right, the crazy part about him talking about the multiplayer specifically is that everyone and their mom who's reviewed Charlie Murder on Steam has mentioned the multiplayer netcode problems. In my own review on Steam, that's like, I gave a short version and a long version of the review. And in the long version, I went over all of what made the game good, its music, the environment, or I guess I should say the setting, the art design, everything. I went over everything. But I also brought up the multiplayer. And that's the multiplayer is a valid criticism when you can explain why it's bad. Fairly critiquing the multiplayer would sound something like this. The multiplayer is bad because the netcode is absolutely awful, and that's supported by the fact that when you try and transition to a screen, other people have to run before you so it doesn't glitch out, and reviving literally doesn't work. You can't revive people with the current netcode. When critiquing a piece of media, you generally have to provide an example of why something is good or why something is bad. This is good because this happens and not many things do that, or this is bad because this happens and that's generally not supposed to happen when doing something like this, etc. And that's exactly going back to what I was saying yesterday about if you're gonna criticize something, explain why it's bad, and don't just try and say it's bad because you think it's bad, because that doesn't tell someone something about anything. It's like if you just say it's bad because it's bad, why is it bad? And I'm not saying you shouldn't have an opinion, but like, just try harder. Like, seriously, that's all it takes is just try a little harder. It's like he didn't even want to play the game, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. If you got the game to play multiplayer and you couldn't play multiplayer and you wanted to refund it, go right ahead. You're hurting nobody's feelings. But if you're going to go and leave a whole negative review just based on that and you didn't even look at anything else in the game, even if you played on Xbox 360 and know how it is, you're not telling anyone anything by just saying the multiplayer is bad. You're not explaining why it's bad or how it's bad. And what I've just summed up here about the multiplayer is perfect grounds for criticism to leave in a review. That's what I would personally call a review, and I'm sure many people would consider that a review critique based on the or a review critique within I would say review critique reasonable grounds for a review critiquing the multiplayer, as I'll put it. I haven't even used Soul Steel once. I'll use it there. Because outside of the multiplayer working, this game is absolutely phenomenal. And I suggest anyone who likes beat-em-ups in any form of RPG element inclusive games to give this one a shot, because it's cheap. There's a lot of replayability, in all honesty. It's hard to come back to every now and again, because going through the areas feels the same a lot. Like, I wish you could access Total Anarchy, for example, right off rip, so you could do something like an impossible run or something like that, or like, you know, other opportunities to do other things regarding replayability. But that's just a nitpick. Now, I wouldn't exactly call this game a 10 out of 10, but I'd definitely say an 8 or 9 out of 10 in terms of a beat-em-up. This is a really good beat-em-up game that I think anyone who likes beat-em-up should absolutely play. At least once. Ouch. This guy's not playing very nice. He's still going ham on these guys though. Definitely want to get a counter. Come here, potato. This guy is escaping my grasp. Easy. Oh, there's still one more op. Surprised I'm... Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm throwing. Okay, this biddy can be kind of evil. Theater. Okay, I'm so trash. I don't know why using lightning will work on her. In fact, it'll probably do the least amount of damage. That hurt me? It's probably because she got in my hitbox. Ouch. Pooped on. Absolutely pooped on. Collect his pieces. Okay. Evils. That shit hurted. Oh my goodness. Let me go, please. Uh-huh. Ouch. Man, the grabs today are not being very nice. You're fucking joking. Shit on. Sorry. Evil. I wonder. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Let's go. Flying in this game is so crazy. Oh, you know what time it is? Free tattoo. How many can I get? I think I can get one more free tattoo. What? Where's my free tattoo? I got the 2 at the beginning. Man, maybe I should have taken that. Can I only hold 2? Wow, I got scammed. I got absolutely scammed. Oops. I don't know if Lester has any support abilities. I think they might just be all offensive. That song is so fire. This game soundtrack is like, this whole soundtrack is fire, especially Fart Street. When I Save the World. I don't remember the names of a lot of them. Though I own the soundtrack on Bandcamp, funny enough. These guys are getting shit on. Too bad. Easy dubs. Man. Why did someone reply to me on Instagram named Strong Diarrhea? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a fire name though, on God. What the bleep? Ooh! I think the gory mounds hit did a little bit more than me. And still shit on. Alright, y'all want to see a cool glitch? You can take pictures in this game, like when you take pictures of the QR codes and the item coupons on boards. They don't just have those. There are random items like the cross. Let me show you. Like the cross, the Jasper cross spread throughout like I did in the cemetery. And if you actually take a picture of an item that's out in the open, like that hasn't been dropped yet, I think, you can actually essentially duplicate it. Take a picture of that, get another one. Now for solo games it is kind of a waste of space, but for multiplayer games this is the perfect thing. Like if you're running a co-op, right, with 2 controllers, because the multiplayer netcode in this game doesn't work, if you're running co-op, this is perfect because I think both people have to have Smoculus parts to get them. But the thing is that it's just something. The problem is that it's not really perfect for co-op, because if you are playing co-op, it will drop 2. So it's only to this little, I guess, glitch is really only good to give to do if your partner isn't there, right? And you need to give it to him later on if you don't want to run back the boss. Ooh, that's so worth. I love rapid jabs. Rapid jabs are my favorite. They're my favorite. Alright, let's go do our first flying part. Oh, he gets a machine gun. You can still build up a combo with a machine gun, so my combo's about to be cracked. These flying parts are so cool. Alright, this is big combo time. Okay, never mind. He's gonna instantly drop me. You bitch. His throwing the house is completely random. Or the cabin, I guess I should say. Okay, maybe it's not random. Maybe I'm just trash. You fucking bitch. Stupid trash ass ninja. Freaking garbage ninjas. I made it to the castle section. The asshole section. Corpse ride looking bear. Oh, I got the rapid jabs too. Oh my god, and they have dark fire. Oh, let's go. Double counter. Oh my god. These gloves are so broken. Dark fire. Do I have shockwave on something? Shockwave, fall down. Alright, yep. Broken build. You don't really find dark fire too often. No, there was something behind there, I think. Whatever. Why does Charlie look like that? See, I think this little nightmare scene or whatever it is makes Charlie out to be a lot worse than he is. Because, funny enough, in the bad ending of the game, he doesn't even look remotely like that. Like, who the fuck is that? That's not Charlie. I was literally playing as Charlie earlier. I think this explanation of the events is a little bit misconstrued. No cap. That's not even how Paul looked either. Gore Coiffer. Oh, we got levels. I believe. We definitely need Relic 1. Let's do a strength. A little bit of a strength dump there. Holy, too many bosses. This area here, since it has the highest chance to spawn multiple mini bosses, because you can spawn 1 or 2 there. Generally, at least like 3 or 4 mini bosses. Yeah, because you always get a boss monster here. You have the highest. This is where everyone goes to grind their relics for this game. When you're trying to collect all the relics for the game, the relics that only have drop chances from enemies, well, this is where people go to grind. This is the area I did it in, at least. Because I do have the 100% on this game. Small fletch. Man, why are you trying to hit me? Generally, you get the corpse bride mini boss looking biddy spawning here. It kind of depends on where she'll spawn. The whole song actually ended. Oh, good thing we made it to the boss. Beezle ball. I would assume this guy's weakness would be ice abilities. Holy crap. Okay, I kind of just spelled that guy's doing. Okay, shit on. Man, get back here. So trash. Think we got a gig coming up.
Upstate New York, that brand new album, Rock and Roll System on. I give you Charlie Murder.
Whoa, what the? Okay, I'm so trash. Okay, I'm double trash. My freaking arm itch is so bad. Bro, come on. I'm throwing. They probably kicked me out of the band. Oh, come on. That part is so scuffed. This guy's so trash. Leave this guy. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to put something on my arms. It fucking is so bad. Run up Portal 2. Got stuck with one of my unskippable side quests. Devin Nude, how those go. Ooh. Telling you, it's never my fault. I'm never the one that's like, it's not usually. Oh, that's a relic. I completely forgot about that. That's crazy. I don't think I need any of the stuff that's here. How about this? We'll go to the sewer and then we'll switch up to Portal 2. I was saying I was gonna go to 20 minutes, but the sewer is honestly a good area to stop, I'd say. Sewer is an annoying area, to say the least. Potato. You can stun lock potatoes with rapid jab. That's why I like them so much. Whipping these birds' ass. fuck with the birds. They are not the biggest birds. It's such an evil ability, on God. I thought Cranium Stomp was bad. Ooh. Got a little bit of slice of salad. Okay, that was oh my God, bro. I was being a rotten cheat. Oh. I was being a super rotten cheater. Jesus, like over there floating. Just chilling. Fuck with it. Why does this look like a scene straight out of Castlevania? Another game we might do. Damn, he charged that one up. Ouch. Oh my God, my health is gone. I did not expect that. Get on. Aside from me almost fucking dying. Ooh, a sandwich. The goats. Oh, bye-bye. Alright, made it to the map thingy. Isn't there something in here I can get? Oh, it's this. I swear it's that. Not one of them? There has to be something in here that makes this trip work. I cannot believe they just put like an empty room in this game. What is the point? Alright, we made it to the Gort Castle Park's exit. So, we're gonna call this it for now on Charlie Murder. We're gonna switch over to Portal 2, and I'm gonna end the YouTube video here, then start it up again. So, YouTube, hope for the YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed. See y'all next time.